All right, so you wanted to put in interval notation, use brackets and parentheses. That 3.5, that should be in the middle, right here. That should be closer to the middle of the -3 and the -4. The 1.8 is fine, but that 3.5 has to be in the middle. A little too close to the 4.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, but that's the only thing I see wrong with it, though. All right, it's indeed 60. Anybody have any questions on anything? Anybody try anything? Get stuck? Anybody?
I got a question. When dealing
Mm-hmm.
with fractions, what's the term you use? Getting rid of fractions or
You're clearing out fractions?
clearing out fractions.
Mhm.
You can always use that dealing with any fractions in algebra,
Yes.
finding the common denominator.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. So we are done with chapter 4's content because we did linear equations last class. All right, I gotta stop sharing my screen. I gotta look at something. I want y'all to see that people's personal information. I don't see what everybody's doing.
Yeah, you put me out there.
We seen it already. We seen it.
Well, no, I'm looking at the grade book right now.
Yeah, I scored a 96. I wanted 100. That's what my tutor looked at it like, really? That's my, it's it wasn't too close to the 4. I'm gonna go back and do that
Hey
again.
man, no, you got to
It
remember in
hurt.
math, a -2 and a +2 are completely two different answers, you know?
It hurt. Professor Tucker, it hurt. It's like pain.
Let's see, we got graphing linear equations. You guys are actually doing good as far as keeping up with the content. That's great. I've been in classes when it's been this long, and some people wouldn't have started anything, but everybody's rolling, getting started, so that's good. Um,
After this semester's over, I gotta take my computer to the computer shop. I just realized one of my lights is out.
mm, mm.
That's why
That's why what you broke up?
I look dark in it.
Oh,
You can
okay,
barely see me.
got you. So let's do this.
All this modern technology, I just realized the thing broke.
I'm going to do a few just review problems, and then I'll let you guys go. I don't want to start 5 today. I want to give you guys a chance to get into 4. I know a few people you know, like with Miss Chambers, I think she just got her stuff, so I want to give everybody a chance to get in there and get out of there before we jump into another chapter. So like I said, next class we'll jump in at 5, which is graphing. And I know you guys can't wait because that sounds like a lot of great stuff, right? You know, good time, graphing, party time, right? Okay, guess not. All right. So give you a chance to digest solving, and then, like I said, next class we'll get into graphing. Once we're done with chapter 5, then we'll be looking at an actual test, which is an even better time than graphing, right? So give me a second. Let me pull up some problems, and yep, we'll go from there. Let's see. Go back. Go back. Oh, I wanted that one. Cool.
So I can label this chapter 4 review.
Yes. All right, so we have 4 times the quantity of 2 plus x equal to 4 times the quantity of 4x minus 2 minus 4. Directions are just to solve. So we'll distribute 4 in both cases. So it'll be 8 plus 4x equal to 16x minus 8 minus 4. We can simplify on that left side, right side. So it's 8 plus 4x equal to 16x minus 12. All right, so now we recognize that we want to solve for x, but we have x in 2 different places, and they are on opposite sides of our equal sign. So what we need to do is get all of our terms with x on one side, all of our terms without x on the other. Doesn't matter which way you decide to move, just make sure you make your moves correctly. So if I subtract 4x from both sides, 4x's will cancel on the left, leaving me with just 8. On the right, I have 12x minus 12. All right. Now we're going to add 12 to both sides. That'll be 20 equal to 12x. Then we finish it off by dividing by 12. This is equal to 20 over 12. But don't forget you are expected to reduce. That 20 is 4 times 5. 12 is 4 times 3. 4's can cancel. X is equal to 5/3. Questions on that? All right. Was that something? I thought somebody said something. I wrote that too big. So. I don't want that to be equals. Let's go let's greater than equal to. All right, so I didn't write it small enough, but so I'd make it fit on one line. But that's -5 times the quantity of 4k plus 1 minus 3 times the quantity of 2 minus k is greater than or equal to 2 times the quantity of 2k plus 1 minus 7. Oh no. All right, so remember I mentioned before that we solve linear equations the same way we would linear inequalities, or we solve linear inequalities the same way we would solve linear equations. Here I want to distribute this -5 so I can have access to the k that I'm trying to solve for. Here, distribute -3. Here, distribute my 2. So that'd be -20k minus 5 minus 6 plus, plus 3k greater than or equal to 4k plus 2 minus 7. Make sure we are okay with the distribution. So I would, before I move anything across that inequality, I would simplify as much as possible on the left, simplify as much as possible on the right, before I move anything, like I said, across that inequality symbol. So we have -20k and 3k. That's going to be -17k. And we have -5, -6, give me -11. On the right, 4k doesn't combine with anything, but 2 and -7 will give me a -5. All right. So get all of your terms with k on one side, all of your terms without k on the other. So I'll subtract 4k. Then add 11. Any questions before we look to finish it off? All right, so now we'll divide by negative 21. All right. And don't forget, when dealing with inequalities, if you divide or multiply by a negative, then you must flip the inequality. All right. And also, well, let me do it like this. We can reduce this fraction, of course. 6 is 3 times 2. 21 is 3 times 7. So our final answer would be x is less than or equal to negative 2/7. All right. So, with your inequalities, you can have two other pieces to your solution. We could have the graph. And so we want the values that are less than or equal to negative 2/7. So we use bracket, shade over the negative 2/7.
Professor, my internet went down.
Yeah, I saw you just get back in there. I didn't know. Well, I'm focused on the lecture. I didn't notice that you got kicked out. Yeah. Glad to have you back, sir.
Thank you. What I missed?
When did you leave?
We was on the first 4 times 2 plus x equals 4.
Oh man, you got kicked out back then.
Yeah.
Man, we done like 10 problems, man.
Oh.
Well, we did one other one, just one other one since then. But say again.
I wait till after class.
Yeah. So in the interval notation, negative infinity to negative 2/7. Using your bracket over the 2/7, parentheses over the infinity sign. Questions on that one? All right. All right. So we have 3m minus 8 over 6 equal to 2 minus 2m minus 4 over 3. And we want to solve. So here we can clear out our fractions. And do so by finding the LCD. LCD is the smallest number that both 6 and 3 can divide into evenly, and that will be 6, because 6 can divide into itself. So we take that 6 and multiply it to each term or quantity. Even the 2. Everything has to be affected by the 6, or you will change the value of the equation. All right. Now we can reduce 6 cancels completely in that first term. And then in that third application of the 6, 3 goes into 6 2 times. So 1 times 3 minus 8, of course, is just 3 minus 8. 6 times 2 is 12. And I'm not going to distribute this yet. Just want to emphasize something before I do my distribution. Questions on how we got where we are? All right, so the reason why I paused right here and I didn't distribute is because I want to make sure I emphasize that this minus sign right here has to be distributed with that 2. Or even if you don't distribute it with the 2, it has to be distributed into that quantity, that parentheses. So whenever you have this type of scenario, that minus sign does not just go to the 2, it goes to the 2 and that 4. All right, so just wanted to emphasize that. A lot of people make that mistake. Trying to make sure you guys don't fall victim to it. So distributing the negative 2, that'll give you negative 4m and a positive 8 in the back. Combine your like terms on the right. 12 and 8 is 20. And let's look to add 4m. Add 8. Shouldn't get that. Then finish it off by dividing by 7. M is equal to 4. Questions, questions, questions. See any other good ones before we look to close out. No, that's not going to do what I wanted to do. Nah, just make it up. One more. Let's go. All right, so I just want to bring up a scenario just to reemphasize something that could occur. 17a plus 2 equal plus 4a equal to 21a minus 8. Combine the like terms on the left. 21a plus 2 equal to 21a minus 8. If I were to now subtract 21a from both sides, they will cancel on both sides. So don't be afraid to let that happen. And I have 2 equal to negative 8, which is a false statement. So when your variables cancel and you get a false statement, yeah, that's me being lazy, that false statement thing. Your answer is no solution. And just to explore the other side of that, if let's say you came down and had 2 equal to 2, or negative 8 equal to negative 8, or let's say 0 equal to 0, in other words, you would have had your true statement. Whenever your variables cancel, and I meant to put cancel up here. Trying to see if little dots they help with meter. I'm just playing with stuff right now, y'all. True statement, and your answer will be all real numbers. So once again, if your variables cancel, end up with a false statement, your answer is no solution. That means there is no value that you can plug into that equation that will make it true. But if your variables cancel and you end up with a true statement, then your answer is all real numbers. You can plug in anything into the equation and it will work out for you. All right, questions, any questions, any questions? All right, so try this stuff out. See if any more questions are generated, and be ready to jump into chapter 5 on next class. So, and like I said before, chapter 5 is graphing. So we'll be looking to do something a little different than solving equations. We'll be graphing them, and you'll see why they call our linear equations linear equations. And yeah, we'll go from there. So outside of that, have a great weekend. Be safe and enjoy your Labor Day, Mr. Coley.
I fell offline. Can you just go back real quick?
Yeah, I'm closing out everybody. But I mean, if they want to stay for you, then that's fine. But I was closing out everybody, and then I will talk to you. All right. So if anybody else want to stay on, feel free. I will answer Mr. Coley's questions. But outside of that, have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend, Mr. Tucker and Professor Tucker.
All right. You do the same, sir. And Mr. Tucker's
Have a great
fine.
weekend.
Tucker's fine. You do the same. Thank you.
I'm staying in.
Tell me where to stop, Mr. Coley.
Just review real quick from the top down, just real quick.
See, you giving me extra work because that's what videos are for, and I record this stuff. And
For real?
no, I'm just messing with you. So go, just walking through the process we distributed for.
Let me see if I got.
Say it again. You broke up.
Let me see if I got it.
Okay.
All right, I got 4. 2 plus x equals 4 times 4x minus 2. That's 8 plus x. That'd be 4x equals 16x minus 8. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then always start from left to right, right?
What are you trying to do?
I'm about to combine like terms.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you have like terms to combine, yep.
So negative 16 subtract from 4?
From the 4x on the left?
Yes.
Yes. If you're moving it across your equal sign, yes.
16 equals, so 4 minus 16 equals negative 12x. 8 negative 12x equals negative 8. Subtract 8. Subtract 8. Negative 12x equals, that's negative 16.
Hold on, you said negative 12x equal to negative 16. We're missing 4 somewhere. So on the right side, did you have 16x minus 8 minus 4?
No, I didn't see the minus 4. Oh, crap.
Yeah, you left off minus 4. Yep.
That's where I messed up at.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to, scroll up. Where did I miss that at? Oh, there it is. That's why I was messing up. Okay. Slow my roll.
But your process was correct. You just left off that term.
So negative 16 x minus 4.
Where the negative 8 and the negative 4 turns into negative 12. Now, if it was a positive 4, negative 8 and positive 4 would have gave you a minus 4.
Okay. So I don't know why I'm messing up. Let's see. Minus 4. All right. I got it.
All right. Not a problem. Not a problem. So you say you're done with that one?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Did you need to look at this one?
Go back. No, that's inequality. I got that.
Okay. Yep. And then we did this one, clearing out fraction.
Yeah, I did that one.
Okay. But that was it. Because you're here for the rest. Yeah.
Let me do this one. I'll do this first one real quick to make sure I got it right. Then I'll leave you alone.
Is it one up here? Can I stop the recording or?
Yeah, you can stop the recording.
Okay. All right.
Let me rewrite this. 4